Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Dalton. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He goes to line. 180. 54. Line 54. Let's put him on the buses.
Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Dalton sets up play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hands up. Mike 50. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You're not ready.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff now to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. To try again after the sack. Dalton, he's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Open man right side is caught complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the toss, it's Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing, Dalton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
People tonight! 180! Block 54, block 54. I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
After the interception, here's Goff. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Goff. And the pressure gets to him again.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Dalton. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From midfield here, Dalton. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And Dalton to throw. Evans has it left side. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season.
1st and 10 at the 16.
Black 20. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Got that.
On first down, gone. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw again. Dalton. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Tampa Bay.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Dalton here from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Keeps the lead on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. Gay's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You get right, me.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Passing, it's Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Andy Dalton now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the way. Get in the way.
Gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle. him behind the line.
They don't want it. Keep playing
26-yard
fellas,
line.
all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Like 20.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Like 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Lavonte David. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
There we go. Nice move. Nice move.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, so they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Go tonight. 180.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is gone. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
50 the mark, 50 the mark.
First down, Buccaneers.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down, Barber. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Play action now, Dalton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Man, that's trash.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Barber on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And now to the air, Dalton. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. And they take a knee.
Dalton on the keeper.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tampa Bay, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready to know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.